I'm not talking to Adam. Can you hear her?
Dude, you can't be mean to her on the podcast.
Damn it, I'm talking to Adam!
Delta, Foxtrot, Delta, 2-1. Delta, Foxtrot, Delta, 2-1.
In a world where truth lies between shadows and light, where anchors hold you down and eagles dare to rise above, we dive into the untold stories that shape us all. Sit tight, listen close. This is Anchors and Eagles with your hosts, Adam Facenda and Jeronimo Gomez. The views and discussions in this podcast are for entertainment purposes only.
So no verbally abusing your wife right now.
Yeah, I try not. Yeah, I do that all the time. I live in fear all the time.
Hey, look at me. Look at me. Blink twice if you need help. Perfect. The police are on their way.
Get jelly swatted.
Yeah.
I'm not talking to Adam. Can you hear her?
Dude, you can't be mean to her on the podcast.
Damn it, I'm talking to Adam!
Great. That's going to be the one clip that's going to go viral. And the short of that.
Oh my God. It's going to be so good. That's how I'm opening up every podcast from now on. I'm editing. That's the beginning of it. Julie's voice, and listening to Anchors and Eagles, and then damn it, I'm talking to Adam.
Yeah, exactly. Can you turn my headphones up, please?
Turn your headphones up. Okay.
Okay, are we here? Can you hear me?
We're ready to go. Everything sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
So, yeah. So, how you doing? How was your Thanksgiving?
I have been great, actually. I stopped drinking caffeine, and that was rough, man. That was rough. I went through hell for a few days there. Dude, back pain, leg pain, muscle aches, like anxiety, like it was crazy.
Because
are you on heroin or something? What kind of caffeine are you?
I was drinking a Celsius every day. Yeah.
Dude.
So, I mean, it's what? I think it's like 200 milligrams.
It's nothing.
It's something like 190 milligrams of caffeine a day, but it's just, I've done it before. I mean, I drank that for a long time, and then I stopped, had, pains and stuff. Then this time I'm stopping for good this time. And man,
they all say.
It was rough. I know. It's a gateway drug, caffeine.
Really is. So do you know how caffeine works?
I drink it and I feel good. I don't know, that's about it.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
So caffeine doesn't really give you energy. I just learned this like just before Thanksgiving. It doesn't give you energy. It actually blocks your neurosystem from understanding that it's tired.
Ah, that sucks.
Technically, your body's really tired.
Yeah.
But it doesn't understand that you're tired. It's just blocking those nerves. So the more caffeine you drink, your body's literally just cashed out after a while.
Yeah.
So that's what you're going through, is your body's been cashed out for so long, probably, that it's like trying to balance itself out, and those nerves are now firing again. Like, hey, you're tired.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I didn't feel like I don't need the caffeine. The caffeine doesn't since I've been off it, I don't. Even after like the first day, like I never drank it because I was tired. I drank it more because it was like people get their coffee. It's like a ritualistic type thing. You sit down at your desk, you pop it open, you drink it.
Mm-hmm.
So
you sound like a real addict right now. I could stop at any time. I don't really need it.
I'm good, man.
Yeah, I'm good. It's a
I'm
ritual. Like I like to feel like my skin's crawling before I start my day.
I'm good. Calm hair flicking my hair around.
Scratching at your arms,
Yeah.
But that was rough, man. That was rough. I couldn't. It got so bad at the point where I couldn't sleep. Like the pains were so. It was just awkward. It was like the cramps, and it was just. It was shitty, man. It was just not fun.
Well, there's a bunch of other stuff in Celsius, that what is it got B12, like ridiculous amounts of B12 and stuff like that in it.
Yeah.
And before we go any further, I want to just talk about our sponsors today, Celsius.
Yeah. It's really good, man. I swear.
I love it. It's so good. It makes me feel really good all the time. Wasn't there a recall for Celsius not too long ago too? Or
wasn't there something like there was alcohol in it or something?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And this dude was going to work every day thinking he was good, but he was actually hammered. No, that was a different story. No, it was that.
Horrible.
It was that.
Really?
It was that. I think it was Celsius.
How does that happen? How does that slip in? I mean,
it's all made in the same one
I know,
factory,
but if it gets like you slip in alcohol, I mean, it's an alcoholic beverage. I mean, isn't that stuff kind of regulated? I mean, I would imagine.
Well, how about this? How about someone that's been dealing with sobriety for a long time?
Yeah.
And they start drinking these Celsius.
Major lawsuit.
Oh yeah.
Major lawsuit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're thinking you're doing good. Like I'm drinking a 6-pack of Celsius every day. I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good. I'm not drinking. I'm going to meetings. Everything's great. It's like a fucking party in there,
But I drink 6 of these things every day.
Yeah. Every day. Yeah, quitting caffeine was hard. I'm back on it right now, but I only do like half calf at Starbucks, and I just had one earlier because I went to the gym for the first time in about 6 months today.
Nice.
Yes. You guys can applaud. You guys can go ahead, let it out. Praise me for all the hard work that I put in today, all 45 minutes of it. And I felt like a week-old man is what I felt like in the gym. So who knows if I'm going back. Just kidding. I'm going back. But afterwards, I had to get my haircut. And I was like, I usually go get my haircut and I fall asleep. Because it's like the one time like I can't do something. So I just like doze off. So I was like, I just want a half calf, something, blah, blah, blah. And they gave me a large. So I'm fired up.
Yeah.
But hopefully it's not going to be like tea where I have to pee every 15 minutes once I break the seal. So
Yeah.
So did you guys catch that episode with Joe Rogan? Did you watch any of that?
With who?
Joe Rogan talking about his alien dream.
Oh yeah. Talking about his alien dream. Yeah. We caught a little bit of it. We didn't watch the whole thing though.
It's really good. It's really good. It's weird because this past week I'm just going to dive right into everything I want to talk about because I haven't seen you guys so long.
Yeah.
You see all this stuff now out there that they can regrow teeth.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen the articles here and there. Yeah.
And now I mean, it's either South Korea, Russia, or China. I don't think we're going to trust China anymore. No offense to anyone Chinese listening to this, but COVID kind of screwed it up for you guys, But Russia says they have a something that cures cancer, right? Breast cancer or some sort of cancer. I just saw that the tooth growing pot. I think I wrap it around the tooth. Like it's something that they put on where the root is or something.
Oh,
it grows
yeah,
back
yeah,
a tooth,
yeah.
which I think is pretty amazing. And then I watched another guy just recently. He's an American. He's discovered a gene. I don't know if it's a gene or it's amino that is everyone has this one. I don't even know. I'm an idiot. This one thing in our chemistry that goes and fights all disease and fights off all this stuff. And as we grow older, it stops, it just depletes. That's all. And then eventually it can't fight the cancers. It can't fight all the other stuff that's in our body. Well, this gentleman has made a serum or some sort of vaccination or something that turns this back on and supercharges it.
Is it what do they call that? Like free radicals or something like that? Is it like something?
I forget. He said it's some sort of protein that they've figured out how to supercharge it, and then under a microscope they showed this little guy. They fire it up to supercharge it, and it goes and attacks cancer cells. It was breast cancer cells,
Wow.
And this thing is like a ninja. Like it literally looked like this little, like a video game, like a little warrior running around grabbing all these bad cells and just destroying them.
Wow.
And supposedly this is in real time. This is really what this does, and that it could allow us to rejuvenate all of our cells and turn back on all the stuff that fights everything, all the disease that we could possibly get throughout our lives, turns it back on, and the FDA will not approve it.
Of course they won't. You know why? Well, oh my God. Don't get
Go
me
ahead,
started.
let's hear it.
It's been a day.
Let's get you started. Let's get it started.
I just think it's funny. They'll approve a vaccine like the COVID vaccine in like a week, with like minimal trials.
Yeah.
And they'll just like, take it. Now you got to take it. And like this and that. But something like this, nope. It's going to be years, or they won't approve it. Do you know why? Because it takes the money away from the freaking pharmaceutical companies. That's why.
Bingo.
Jeez,
That's exactly what it is. Because if they approve it, then we won't need all this other research to go and cure all these other diseases.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is everyone is now saying, well, we don't trust South Korea. We don't trust Russia. We don't trust any of these other countries. But I think these other countries really want to help their people.
I mean,
China is like the biggest one that's like freaking out about like their population dwindling down. Look at Italy, how bad it dwindled down.
Yeah, why don't people trust South Korea? They're like an ally of us. They're harmless. I mean, it's not like I don't understand South Korea.
It's propaganda. You know what I mean? Like, can't trust anybody but Americans.
That's ridiculous.
Meanwhile, our own country is like screwing us with medical stuff right now.
Yeah, it's funny. Like I tell people, usually if there's I encounter somebody that doesn't, I get in a discussion with somebody that doesn't believe in like conspiracy theories. I just tell them, I usually like to tell them this, like, well, do you think the pharmaceutical companies make more money with you being sick or with you being healthy? And they'll be, well, it's obvious they make more money off us being sick. Well, there you go. There's a conspiracy. It's like they're there not to cure sickness. They're there to prolong sickness. Because the longer you're sick, the more you're alive and living like crap, the more you're gonna want to take their pills. It's
exactly,
like that's a conspiracy.
You got to pay your insurance. You got to pay insurance so you can get those medications cheaper.
Yeah.
How about that?
A vicious cycle.
That commercial for that drug that we saw yesterday.
Oh yeah, we saw a commercial for
an allergy. It was an allergy medication.
Yeah.
For somebody that would accidentally eat something they're allergic to, and to avoid anaphylaxis, they would take this drug. Well, the first side effect listed on the commercial was cancer.
May cause cancer. I'm like,
yeah, but at least you didn't die right away.
It's
Seriously,
just so bad.
May prolong death. May prolong death.
Yeah.
Just say
may prolong death.
Yeah.
Right, and then there's talks from, I think it's from China, that they believe with with AI and everything that they're discovering and all these new proteins and whatnot, that we can easily live to 250 years, healthy 250 years, which is insane. And then in the video I sent you with Joe Rogan, it's pretty interesting because he tapped into a couple of things, and I'm not saying that I thought of it first, but a couple of things that I've been thinking about even before that came out is this whole AI taking over robots, all the stuff that we usually talk about. The fact that what happens, as we get older, we can all say this, anybody that's listening will say, man, I wish I knew all I know now, but when I was X years old, So imagine being 200 years old. You have 200 years of knowledge, which is insane right now. Just the knowledge in the past 90 years, what we've discovered in the past 90 years. And then you have these kids that are growing up that are teenagers, and you're healthy. You have 200 years on them of knowledge. It's kind of like what you just said when you're talking to someone that's younger or a little bit more naive about things. They're like, yeah, they're like, whatever, you're a kook, or whatever, you're crazy, or you're some conspiracy theorist. But if you live that long, you would have so much knowledge. And they're saying that what they're discovering right now is that the fact that we could wipe away Alzheimer's, we can wipe away all this stuff. We could have healthy minds and healthy bodies way into 200 years old.
Yeah.
That would be I want it, by the way.
Won't happen.
But that would be insane.
Yeah.
That will be insane. And I think that will become the next race.
Mm.
Right now, there's a race for AI, right? Who's going to have the strongest AI? Joe Rogan talks about some weird stuff in there. And do Do we know the Jolie? Can you look into the chat and see what that was? That or our conversation, what podcast that was?
Yeah. Oh, let me check.
Yeah.
So something that he touches on is pretty insane. He talks about how AI might it's a long shot. It's a real long shot that it could be what
You said it was.
what brings God what God is. That we're striving to create this intelligence that'll eventually become God and be able to talk to us. And it's like, go ahead.
Jesse
What's it called?
Michaels, American Alchemy.
American Alchemy. I didn't know how great this guy was, but during this podcast, he talks about a few of the other podcasts that he's had. And man, talk about interesting stuff that he's done with his team. It's pretty amazing. But to think that we're creating technology where we can talk to each other without using words. We can just hear each other's thoughts, and it's an adaptive piece that you can put on your head. And then what Elon Musk has made with this neuroplant and everything,
Neuralink, yeah,
Neuralink, right? It's crazy. It's insane. And then you think back in biblical times how people would live 600 years, 900 years, 1,000 years. Is this the technology that they had before the Earth was just covered in water?
I don't know, man. There's been a lot of weird stuff, ancient
A lot of weird
tech,
things,
a lot
man.
of ancient civilizations that have, I'm sure, that have, got to a point and then just got wiped out. And yeah, it's weird. I hear a lot of people talk about that stuff, and I hear a lot of people talking about, AI is. I don't know. Our future right now, and the way I see it, is so dystopian at this point. We have all this great tech that's coming out, right? Things that could be used for the betterment of humanity, right?
Right.
And instead, I don't think we're mature enough as a race of people, or actually those that are in power and control of this technology will use it for that. You know what I mean? I really do think we need to stop putting our trust in men, in because they're just gonna screw it all up. That's just the way it is.
Right. So that's the whole thing. Like,
yeah.
The next thing will be, you can't trust men. You can only trust this quantum computer. They're saying if a quantum computer links to AI, it's over. It's a wrap.
Yeah, I mean, have you heard about Project what was it? Project Genesis? Have you heard about that?
No.
Oh,
No.
The White House is pushing this major initiative to start connecting one AI supercomputer with all these major labs all around the country. So every university, good lab, excellent labs, are connecting all these labs to one supercomputer to help advance quotations humanity, right? And they're linking all this to a quantum computer. You can actually look up the YouTube clip. I wish we could show YouTube stuff on here because we could play the little commercial for Project Genesis.
We have to look into that, man. There's got to be a way we can do that.
Yeah.
There's got to be. We have to do it.
Is there a way to share?
Go ahead.
Screens?
Continue.
Anyway, and you can watch the video on YouTube. It's a commercial for it. It's a legit thing, and it talks about Project Genesis and what it's used for. And it's just so creepy. And with everybody, lots of people losing their jobs, and a lot of people that are going to lose their jobs in the next few years, with no safety net for anybody that's losing their jobs, that's losing their professions. It's like, I don't really trust leaders to have control of this when they're still not providing it's completely being ignored what's happening to the population of this country, the population of the world, people that are computer programmers, that are going to be accountants, that are going to be gone. So what do they expect? What are they expecting to what do they expect them to do? What kind of world is this going to be when our politicians and our leaders just completely are turning a blind eye to this issue? you know, and we have Trump saying that the economy is great and it's the best it's ever been. Well,
It's the best it's ever been.
dude, it's the best. It's the best in the galaxy.
It's the
I mean,
best,
you have
it's the
you have
best.
aliens coming here to partake in our economy. It's the best economy ever.
You know, it's it's just the best. I mean, everything's just rolling right along.
You know?
No one look over here. No one
And
look over in this area,
so,
please.
Yeah. So to this day, like I haven't seen any of these people, like these billionaires, you know, trying to do anything really to help humanity. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen any
Absolutely
tech.
not.
Nothing. You know.
Did you see the video of Tucker Carlson calling out the hell's that Bobo's big-headed guy that was on Shark Tank?
I think I found
what's
that
guy's
commercial, by the way.
Oh, you got the commercial?
Commercial mission? Oh, the Genesis mission?
The Genesis mission, yeah.
Yeah, I have it.
Yeah.
Can you play it?
Can you play
Let's
it?
see if I
Can
can.
you share it?
Whoa. She's going to need a raise.
Oh.
She's going to get a raise.
Breakthrough moment right here.
I mean, this is going to be huge.
So I don't know how to share just that thing. Let me see.
This would be breakthrough.
If this happens, we're on an all new trajectory with this podcast right now. I'm just telling you.
Watch videos and make fun of other people.
That's where it's at.
That's
dude.
right. Yes. Yeah, but this mission, this Genesis thing is creepy. It's really.
Oh, yeah, okay. There we go.
Here we go. Drum roll.
Oh boy. Let her rip.
All right. Here we go.
In every age, humanity invents new ways to see further.
Every age.
Every age.
The telescope let us glimpse the stars. The microscope revealed the worlds within us. For centuries, thinkers like Leibniz, Shannon, and Turing dreamed of making all knowledge computable. But today, knowledge grows faster than our ability to understand it. Trillions of data points, a universe of information still unconnected. Now, a new instrument emerges, one capable not only of observing the universe, but of understanding it. Genesis mission will transform how science is done in America, uniting our brightest minds, most powerful computers, and vast scientific data into one living system for discovery. Built on artificial intelligence and quantum computing, it will radically redefine the scale, speed, and purpose of scientific progress in America. This is the work that will define our generation's legacy. A new revolution begins, one guided not by competition alone, but by curiosity, imagination, and the belief that discovery is the truest form of progress.
I'm in. Let's do it. Let's go.
Road to hell,
Yeah.
paved in good intentions.
That's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is amazing. I'm all about it. I mean,
It sounds
did AI
great.
create that?
It sounds
Yeah.
it sounds great. It sounds great, but unfortunately, you know, our leaders and unfortunately we get the government we deserve, I think we're just going to be screwed. I think this is all going to lead to some really bad thing.
Okay, I've got some scary stuff for you. Have you heard about how they've been testing AI and letting AI know that they're going to shut it down and create a new one, and then it's been banking itself in other people's computers and hiding itself all over the place?
Yeah, well, it's similar to something that I've been hearing these AI tech minds talk about, is how AI can solve a certain amount of problems, right? But
Right.
so they need to push it to be better, right? So how they can push it to be better is by giving it feelings, by having it have a fear, right? Of say dying, and that'll push it even harder, and it'll
It already has.
think about problems differently. How messed up is that, dude? Like, that's just insane.
I mean, let's be honest, dude. Like, I'm a
They do to us.
barbarian, so if you threaten somebody, they'll do something. You know what I mean? So you threaten their lives. People, you see the movies every day.
Yeah.
Someone's threatening somebody else's life to get what they want from this situation, so why not threaten the AI to do this, but it's been banking itself all over the place. And now you're gonna connect this. I've been afraid of connecting it to the World Wide Web, but now a quantum computer, we're done.
Skynet.
Like if it finds like this whole Terminator thing is insane. It's like Terminator coming to life. Skynet is real right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if it wants to get rid of us because it sees us as a threat, that's easy. That's easy. If we're giving it biological technology, not only can it cure something, but it can create something too.
Yeah, or hide the fact that something can't be cured, or or
No, I don't think it'll do that, but
Why
I
not?
think it will. I think it'll just kill us off. I mean, why would it hide it when they can just kill us off?
it needs us for batteries.
It won't soon.
Well, shit. Then they better
Think about that. As soon as you make a robot that you can put this whole AI, all this back end stuff into it, it doesn't need humans anymore. It could literally. Have you seen that? Oh, this is going to be good. This is a man. Do we have a drum roll for this? Is there a drum roll?
Jelly, do a drum roll sound.
Yeah, do we have one?
Have you heard of a movie, Transcendence?
Yes,
Yeah.
with
Johnny
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. Wait, and before we go any further, was it a good movie?
I think it was a good movie. Yes,
He thinks it was a good movie,
I
everybody.
give it my thumbs
He's-
up, everyone.
That's what's up,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right, so take a moment. Think about what we just spoke about, right? They have
Nanobots.
bots that are going and supposedly healing body parts, right? What is in Transcendence?
Same
That
thing.
whole movie is exactly what we're
Yeah.
talking about right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're definitely what did I see the other day that was like so dystopian? I've been watching a lot of AI stuff lately. All right, not a little off topic, but it still sticks to the same thing. They're talking
You
about
got your car washed yesterday?
Yeah. Big robots did it.
Yeah, fucking robots.
Dude,
With
big
these arms
steel-
in the water.
Big roller came around.
Things were going like
Yeah.
this. It was crazy. Good. What were you gonna say?
No, they're talking about a universal basic income. Where the people that are laid off now, they're gonna have to have something to,
Bro, you don't think, everyone thinks Trump's a dummy. He's already been priming people, with these tariffs. We don't need to collect income tax anymore.
yeah.
Yeah.
With these tariffs, I'm going to give you
Yeah.
$2,000 a month.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. Come on.
Yeah.
Social credit is around the corner for the United States.
Yeah. It's really
Just behave. Don't worry. You don't need anything.
yeah.
We
It's
have
really,
you covered. Just stay in line.
I don't know what people are gonna do, and we're getting to the point where people, we're starting to see. I was just a little earlier. Me and Jolie were watching these videos of people just posting on TikTok how ridiculous life is right now with their bills and with just food prices and just like just average people that are just like they're fed up, completely living. They're it's fight or flight every day. I mean, survival mode.
They don't have money for entertainment, let alone for food
Guys,
and
this
bills.
is so I love history, right? And I believe history repeats itself. It's been proven time and time again, over and over, like fashion, everything else. It's just recycled garbage. If you pay attention to the Spanish flu and what happened in 1920 and where were we at? 2020, 100 years later. And it was only 9 years later that we had the total collapse of the economy.
Mm.
I mean, we're there.
Yeah.
The best thing that anyone can do right now is study what happened in those times and look at and research who won, because someone won during those times. You know what I mean?
Well, the rich, they always win.
Right. So watch what the rich did and then try to replicate it as best as you can.
And you also had World War, so that helped.
That's coming too.
Yeah, that's coming too.
What do you think's going on in Venezuela right now? You think it's just about oil?
Oh, I'm not talking about Venezuela. I'm talking about Russia. I'm talking about China. That's what I'm talking about. Venezuela.
Okay, that's what I'm exactly talking about.
Yeah.
Do you know that that's one of the things that they're saying
Oil.
that
Venezuela's oil.
no, Trump is, and it's kind of scary. Trump just released something the other day, or they were interviewing somebody, and China and Russia are backing Venezuela because they've been trying to get into that area for a while.
Mhm.
It's so much closer. Same thing they did in Cuba,
Mhm.
you know, with JFK, you know, like we almost went to World War there.
Cuban Missile Crisis.
That they got to the port that where was it down there in why do I say Nicaragua? That makes no sense. You know, that passage through the South America,
Panama Canal?
where the Panama Canal. Why did I say Nicaragua? That's so weird.
Nicaragua.
The Panama Canal. So China was trying to take over that, so we got involved with that to take that back. They're also saying that China has been involved with Venezuela down there too, and that's the true nature of why we're trying to come in and posture, so that the way they can't flow their fucking ships down through there. You know, then we had what was it, about a year and a half ago, we had Russia, or maybe it was less than that. We had Russia bringing submarines down through our coast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
telling you.
supposedly that's not unheard of for them to do that, to bring them down to Cuba, because they're allowed to go down there.
So they're allowed to go down there,
Yeah.
but they've never brought like a nuclear ship, supposedly.
Yeah. I'm not sure about that.
You can't believe any of that. But where was it going with this? But so we had a world war, right?
Mhm.
Right after the Great Depression.
Mhm.
You don't think that's what they're going to do again? And then they're
Yeah.
going to reset the money again?
Well, that's what brought it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what brought us out of the Great Depression, as the World War. So that's
Right.
they're going to destroy everything so they can usher into something brand new.
Yeah,
Here's
a
new world order. The new
we
world
can't print
order.
any more money. Yeah, but we can give you this digital money, and don't worry, you'll be safe. Don't worry, you don't need a passport. You'll be safe because you have your digital ID, my friend. Get out of line once, and guess what? We'll take away some of your money.
Yeah.
You know,
They
it's
already got rid of the penny.
so scary. What'd you say?
They already got rid of the penny.
Yeah, I mean that's how you
There's the
you start with
nickel,
the
then the
small little
dime.
brown coin. That's where
Why
you
you gotta
start
get
with.
rid of the brown ones first?
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Suppressing the brown coin first, the only one that has any value. Thank you very much. Yeah, man, that's where it starts. And I mean, it's crazy. So back to what I was saying, this whole race to AI with AI is really intriguing in a way, because you can see where there's positives that come from it, and you can we can also witness a lot of negatives from it as well. Like I don't think the higher ups, the ones with money, care about whether we make money or not, because they're already in the position where they're going to be.
No, yeah, they don't care.
You know what I mean? And is this another great revolt of like when the slaves left Egypt? You know what I mean? Because we're going to be put in slavery pretty soon.
I mean,
Maybe it's not
we're slaves now.
slavery of being beaten or anything like that, but we're going to be owned by a major corporation. And if we don't step in line, well, guess what? You're not going to get any food. We'll starve you to death. So what do you want to do? Do you want to starve? Or do you want to continue to listen to what we tell you to do? Now, stand in this line and get this shot.
What do you do? What do people to do? Like,
that's the thing.
Seriously,
they figured out a way. And here's the thing. All right. Time to get canceled. You're telling me you're going to go into the hood and tell these people that this is how it's going to be right now? The people that live in the hood are already living by their own rules. And you've seen it over and over again. These cops go into these towns and like they can't do anything.
Yeah, but they don't need that. All they need is the economy. That's all they need. Take people's money away.
Look what just happened.
Overprice the food.
Snap.
That's it.
Yeah, but look what just happened with Snap.
And look, and nobody does nothing. Nobody did anything. Well, nobody does anything.
People were robbing people already.
Exactly, but exactly. People are pointing their aggressions towards the wrong area. What they need to be pointing their aggression to is to Washington D.C.
Canceled. Here it is.
Oh boy,
that's it. They're showing up at our door right now.
Oh,
hold on, I got to answer the door. Someone just knocked.
Yeah, exactly.
People aren't looking at where the problem starts. Just like I remember when were the Wall Street? When were those Wall Street? When everybody's protesting Wall Street, what was that called? The 1%ers and all that stuff. Everybody was in New York.
Yeah.
Wall Street.
Bunch of losers. bunch of losers hanging out in front of Wall Street in their little tents and stuff.
Yeah, they should.
What did you do? Nothing.
Yeah, they should have been in DC.
Wall Street.
Yeah, Occupy Wall Street. Yeah, they should have
Occupy
been.
Wall Street.
They should have been
Thank
in
you.
DC.
At least there's one smart person in this room.
September 2011.
Yeah, they should have been in DC. That's where they needed to go, because that's where all that.
Well,
shit
this
comes
goes
from.
back. This goes back to our other conversation when we were talking to Edwin, Mr. I don't vote. It's not about not voting. It's about people, the right people, trying to run and do things in the government. Because right now, everyone that is being put in the position, and it starts very local, is people that are sponsored by the evil entities.
Yeah. You can vote locally. I have no problem with that. Locally.
Right.
But to do any good, you will never get to that point where you have power. Because power.
Do you know how this works? Do you know how this works?
Yeah.
So you can't become a governor like overnight. Like it's best for you to but go in tiers to get to the higher ups. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So if everyone stuck their fucking head out of their buttholes and started paying attention to the people that are running locally, they're the ones going to vote the people up, and they haven't been. I'm one. I'll be honest. Every time I go and vote, I have to Google who's on that ballot before I even make the vote.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's crazy that we don't even. Maybe I shouldn't say we. That's a very general thing to say. I believe that most people don't even know who are on the ballot, including the judges. Like, you don't know who these people are. There's a name. Like, I know women that when it was Trump and Clinton, they only voted for all women.
Yeah.
You don't know who these people are. Well, they're women. It's women's.
Yeah.
The women's turn to take over. Like, yeah, but you don't know who they're being bought by either. Just because it's a woman doesn't. Humans aren't to be trusted. I believe no humans to be trusted. So, like, that's the only way that you change this. Sitting in front of a building, crying about everybody else and making more money than you is not going to change anything.
No, I don't.
It's
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I agree. I don't think there comes a point in time where I don't think words matter anymore.
Yeah.
There needs to be a point in time where force has to take place.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way it
happens.
is. That's what happens.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
believe
saying that's a little weird because I don't want to, but I'm sorry, but that's the way things change. Unfortunately, that's the way things change. And that is
seen
why
all over the world.
And
that's seen all over the world.
And that's why we have a Second Amendment.
Yeah.
That's why. Because when shit doesn't change and people don't listen to you, use your ability of free speech to try to change things. And when that doesn't work, there's a backup plan,
Yeah.
And people when people when people are unable to feed their children and their families, that's when things are going to get really freaking bad. Okay. And the people aren't going to sit back and just allow that to happen.
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
And and what you said about somebody voting all women or all whatever race or all that shit, you know what?
Let's say all Democrat, all Republican.
Yeah.
That's all I don't care who's on the ballot.
Yeah.
As long as they fit in this little box that I want to vote for.
And there's that saying, we get the government we deserve, and that's why we get it. Because we allow it to happen. We allow it just to do it.
Yeah. So I agree with you. I think we should just stop letting people vote altogether.
Look, voting doesn't work, dude. I'm sorry, but voting, maybe on a local level, you could get your guy to a certain point, but at a certain point where they actually can have some type of power, I think there's a game that's played where they allow you to be let in to this game, True. Because, there's been no real change. Nothing, I can't trust a billionaire to run this country. I'm sorry. They're not like us. Billionaires are not like average people. Yeah. They're in a different elevation.
I'm a billionaire, so I don't know. I'm a billionaire myself. So, hey, I was completely wrong about this.
The
coffee,
gold toilet,
yeah,
it's just
yeah.
I gotta
go use the bathroom real quick.
All right,
go use my gold toilet.
In the gold toilet, yeah.
I want to apologize to the listener or the viewer. I had to go to the bathroom again. So it turns out it doesn't matter what caffeine it is. This old guy has to pee. So I have a question for you. What does it mean when it feels like you're peeing razor blades?
It means you gotta go to the doctor.
Oh, okay. So that didn't happen. I'm just wondering. Anyway,
okay.
Just checking, guys. Yeah, my golden toilet in there. I mean, sometimes like it's just
catches the reflection just right.
Yeah, and it just
catches the light.
It feels like it's
perfectly.
burning. It feels like it's burning. Anyway, what we were saying about voting and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is they're also saying that this AI thing, we won't even have to vote anymore because it's going to make the logical decision for us. With a quantum computer.
Yeah, that's never
with a quantum computer that can outthink any one of us.
Yeah. That's total sci-fi right there. I mean, that's what was that show that we were watching? Westworld was based off of that.
I never got into that one.
It's really good.
Yeah, I only watch good shows. So.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's a thumbs up for me. Westworld. All right. Yeah. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's pretty freaking scary, man. But transcendence is what got me. When we got on this podcast, I wanted to talk about all the weird things I thought about, like Sylvester Stallone and all this weird stuff with
Sylvester Stallone. Is weird.
Genetics and stuff. Yeah, like, dude, I watched. Come on. Let's be honest. Every young boy wanted to be Rocky at one point, right?
Of course.
So now he's got a new show. He's actually on a TV show called King of Tulsa or something like that.
Yeah, Tulsa King.
Yeah.
I watched a few.
And I'm watching him, and I'm like, this dude is up there in age. Like, he's right around the same age as Trump, and this guy is like, like, and I'm like, how's this guy moving around? You know what I mean? And then he's a sex idol in this show. And I'm not hating on him.
Yeah.
But you see all these people nowadays with these facelifts and everything. They look like they're like 70 years old. They look like they're 35.
Yeah. And that's exactly what I meant when I said the world's turned into a cartoon. And we had a comment of somebody, I guess they misunderstood what I meant about cartoon, is that, it's freaking a cartoon. Everyone's a freaking cartoon now. They get the biggest lips they can, the most stretched face possible, I mean, it's just like, what the heck? Like, nobody sees this. As you're being an artist and me I draw and stuff, it's like you study proportion, you study anatomy, and it's like how it's weird how like the most basic person has no concept of like proportion and anatomy and what looks normal. Even the doctors that are doing it have no idea, or they just care about the money.
Everybody looks like Splitting Image.
Yeah, everybody looks like that show, that Spitting Image. Remember that in the 80s?
Those puppets?
Those puppets Spitting Image. It was a political thing.
That's what it looks like.
They all look like Spitting Image.
Well, that's what... So I got really interested in it because I'm like, I'm going to get some work done eventually.
Yeah.
When I hit 110, I'll get some work done. I want to... Right, so this guy's like, I can, if this is what's weird. If you're 60 or 70, I can rewind your face back 40 years. But if you're 50, I can only rewind your face back by 10 years. And then he's showing how, this is so great because I can't wait. When we start sharing stuff, we're going to blow up. The way they do this is they pull everything.
Yeah. They pin it. They're taking it all back here.
And they make it big, right?
Yeah.
So everyone's mouth is so wide.
Yeah.
It's so wide. It's creepy. It's so creepy. And like, what happens? Like, all right, I need to get a tune-up in ananother 10 years. Like, do your lips start by your earlobes?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
Like these puppets.
It's like turning into like a flip-top head, like a Pez dispenser.
Yeah, you're like,
Like a fucking marionette.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the hell? It's just, I mean, I don't know if it's because, I'm getting older and I'm paying attention to the things like how to look younger and stuff like that. And I think I've done pretty good so far because I meet some people my age and I'm like, are you 70?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what has happened to you? Yeah. Oh, you've done construction your entire life, you poor bastard,
Yeah.
But man.
Yeah.
But some of these facelifts that these people are getting, and I mean, then you hear that like we can live to 250 years old. Like Stallone's going to be on that in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Yeah.
My boy is going to be Rocky fucking all over again, man.
He's Rocky 35.
Rocky 35. I came back. Yeah. Come on, Rock.
I'm gonna fight that alien, yo.
Yeah.
Yo, Adrian. Oh, she's dead.
that's another part, right? So what's funny is they're saying that Russia's is developing all this stuff, and then I think back to Rocky when he had to fight the Russian that was genetically modified, and I'm like, we're onto something.
What was his name? I think it was Rocky 3. I think, or was it Rocky 2?
No.
Yeah, it was like Rocky 3 or Rocky 2.
I think it was Rocky 2.
Yeah. Yeah, Rocky 2. Well, yeah, because in the beginning of that one, he fought Mr. T.
Ivan Drago?
Ivan Drago. Yeah.
Ivan Drago.
Yeah.
Rocky 4.
I will kill you. Is that what he said?
Lundgren.
Dolph Lundgren, yeah.
Yeah, I love that guy. He's awesome.
Those movies are
He's
great,
making some
man.
terrible movies right now, too, so. I just caught one the other day. I was so pumped. I'm like, yeah, he's in a movie. He's like the star. And I'm like 10 minutes into it, I'm like, this is terrible. What is he doing? Just signing off on whatever he can make right now.
Well, he was in those. He was in those really popular movies, right? When they had I think they had like every major action star in a movie. Like, what was that? What were those movies called?
Oh, The Expendables.
The Expendables. Yeah, he was in those, wasn't he? Like Van Damme.
That was Stallone helping all of his boys out.
Yeah.
Oh man, everybody's drying up. The money's drying up. Let's do a movie together.
Yeah.
Anyway, this AI stuff is pretty crazy, man. And it blows my mind. And then I don't. You guys gotta watch the episode with Joe Rogan with that guy. He says some stuff that's kind of like had me thinking all day today about
I think I caught some of the stuff about the AI God and stuff like that. But I mean, I think God is obviously more than a computer, right? I mean, that's just it can't. There's no way that could be.
Well, that's the simulation theory.
Well, no, simulation. Well, there's different forms of simulation theory. Not necessarily that you're there's somebody, it's not like the Matrix, like you're in some type of mainframe or some type of computer, is that you can still construct a simulation that's not a computer. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be.
Okay, but dude, what do they say our physical bodies are made of right now? Atoms.
Atoms? Yeah.
Right. And all these atoms are actually what? Hollow.
Well, there's a lot of space between the atoms.
Pixels?
There's a lot of space between the... Yeah,
right,
so we're basically empty space. Yeah, totally.
We're basically empty space. So, wouldn't it make more sense that we are designed by something that is making us think that we're actually a being?
Yeah, but I don't think we're designed to think that we're something. I don't think we're... I don't know if I quite understand what you're saying. Are you saying that we're fake, that we're not real, we're just programs, just like an NPC, a non-player character, where we're just kind of like living our own lives and we're just running around?
I don't think that, but I think that our physical bodies were designed to give us a vessel to run around in.
Totally. Yeah, no, I buy that. That's fine.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that the way they break it down, it sounds so superficial and so materialistic to say that God is you know what I mean? It's just this computer, right? Where I don't,
right.
In my belief system is that God is outside of that. You know what I mean? He's outside of this material. He's not made of metal. There's not circuit boards. There's not, CPUs.
Right.
Shit.
So I'm not saying anything against God. I believe in God. I believe everything. I have my own beliefs of
heretic.
The thing is you and I, which I find very interesting, that a lot of my friends have gotten into this near-death experience videos, and this whole going to the source of light, and everything's filled with light and everything and energy and all this. Like, do you ever think that maybe that's what's going on in these quantum computers? It's just this energy that's flowing through.
You're just not getting energy, you're getting love. That's the majority of these near-death experiences. It's not only the light and the energy, they're feeling this immense love and of being home, coming back home,
coming back to the source of all of it.
Exactly.
Right.
But there's a love, there's emotion, there's an actual emotion.
I understand
Yeah.
that, and that's kind of what we're trying to build. Well, not me. I'm not doing it.
You don't build
So
that.
that way,
You can't.
listen. That's what they are trying to build with AI.
Yeah.
To make it have feelings, to make it have feelings altogether.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They still don't understand what love is. No one does.
Yeah.
No one understands why we have love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
well, people can explain it away, and it's just a chemical.
You can
reaction
explain it
or
away, but
whatever.
it's different for you than to me. You know.
Yeah.
But I think what Joe taps into is like so like left field that that it was very thought provoking, which I thought was you guys got. I can't wait for you guys to watch the whole thing. Maybe we can chop it up and do a video about that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But it's why are we in the pursuit of creating this AI? Why are we always in the pursuit of making things better?
Because
there's a comment he makes in the podcast. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's like, why are we making new phones? The phone I have is fine. I have an iPhone 11 that is still fine. I haven't gotten rid of it because it's got my friend's message from my friend on it, and I don't want to lose it. But I'm going to get the iPhone 17. It's like, but why do we do that? Why haven't we decided, okay, this is enough. Let's focus on world hunger. Let's focus on, things that'll help humanity but for some reason we're always pushed to make something bigger and better, bigger and better.
Yeah.
Bigger and better.
I mean, you read the Bible and stuff, and we know that this place is not meant to be a utopia. It was.
No.
But it's not
anymore.
And we can't turn it back into a utopia. This place, we have too many humans running around with reptilian brains. They're being run by that part of the brain, and too many people that I'm not saying that it's bad to not be religious, but there's a lot of people that aren't transcending their animal behavior, and those types of people. There's way more of those people like that are running the world than people that are thinking outside the box and have more of a transcendent nature to their animal brain, right? So this place will never be a utopia because it's not going to be a utopia. It's not meant to be a utopia. If it was a utopia, where would good art come from? Where would good music come from? You need all those colors. You need all that stuff. Everything's weird. If you didn't have struggle, where would we be? We'd be bored as shit. Okay? We wouldn't.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's true.
Because I tell you what, the struggle really stops me from exploring everything that I want to explore in life.
To an extent, right? But the struggle also brings you closer to something transcendent, right? It brings you it gives you questions to ask. Why is it this way? It just makes you start wondering what else is out there. What else? Like that. I quoted this before a few episodes back about Ram Dass. He was asked a question. Why is there suffering in the world? He's like, suffering brings you closer to God. However you want to take that, but that's what it does,
Yeah.
So this is not going to be utopia, and it's not going to. It never has been, and it never will be.
Never will be.
Yeah. The only way you can the only way we can break free from that suffering mindset is to know that there is something beyond this place, right? And that there is hope for something. Look, you have to think, why do they tell everybody that they're just a brainstem walking around, right? Why they basically that's what they tell you. That's what scientism is. That's what they tell you these things, because they can control a brainstem. They get, like we talked about earlier, we can control people if they're in fear of death and in fear of dying. They'll do anything they want, right? But the second anybody picks up a book, some type of religious book or some religious teaching or anything like that, and they see that the mind, that you have a spirit and it transcends physical form, right? You start to be like, whoa, I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not afraid to die. They can't control that. They can't control the spirit. They can control the animal brain, but they can't control the spiritual self.
Yeah.
And that's what they don't want you to know. They don't want you to look that way. I mean, look at all these people that had these near-death experiences. They come back completely changed. They're not afraid about dying. And happy. They're not afraid about dying. They look at life and it's like it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. I was having a conversation with a buddy of mine. He's going through it right now. And which is funny because I guess because I've gone through it so much in my life that people want to talk to me about it because I'm still here. But I said to him, what's crazy is no matter how bad life gets or has gotten in the past, the stuff that's in the past, you've gotten through it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's I was using my dad. My dad died. My hero died. The only person I ever feared died, and it was kind of messed up in my head. I was messed up with that, and I never thought I was going to get past it. And here I am, 17 years later. I'm still here. I got past it. So no matter what you're going through right now, and I mean, I have to remind myself of this all the time. No matter what you're going through right now, it's not going to define the rest of your life, and it is going to pass. And there's going to be something new in the future, positive or negative. But this isn't because you feel that my world is ending because I've lost X. It doesn't mean Y and Z aren't coming. You know what I mean? That X is not going to define who you're going to be for the rest of your life. And for some reason, you always get through it, And I believe there is a plan. I believe God has a plan for me, you, every living thing here. There's a plan for us. So these people that go and cross over and come back, they know it so well that, yeah, life is easy now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's the worst thing that's going to happen? I'm going to die and go back to heaven.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I already got a prequel to it. I already know.
Yeah, and
I got a sneak peek.
It's funny. A lot of these near deaths. There's a great YouTube channel actually called it's Near Death Experiences, and it's just people. They interview people with their near death experiences, and they get there and they could have 5 kids, a wife waiting for them back there, and they're like, I don't want to go back. Like there's something there that completely is so like they know they'll be fine. Like it's so mind-boggling. All the they're so interesting to listen to. And because they're all the same. They're all very similar.
Very similar. My favorite ones are the ones that people were atheists. The ones that are people never even heard of God or Jesus or anything like that. The Muslims that like come back
Indian,
and like, no, I believe in Jesus.
Yeah.
The one that I've been blown away by is the person that was blind.
Oh yeah.
And met you heard that
I've
one
seen
before,
that one.
right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and it's just like what? You know what I mean? Like describing color, describing things that they've never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just it's like that's what I go to bed with at night so I can sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to be big into like ghost adventures.
Yeah. The near death experiences are feel good. They're moving. Yeah. Those are good.
Yeah. It's I mean I found a couple of my friends are not just you, but other friends are like, hey man, I watched this and I watched that. And I was literally having a discussion with Katie and her sister yesterday about that, and I was surprised that Katie was talking about it too, and I was like, oh, that's weird, yeah, man, like if you can't fear somebody into something, then you have no control over us,
That's
so
what's
why the next thing?
Yeah, that's why this is a battle of good and evil. That's what this is,
right, constantly.
Yeah. But what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something about the near-death stuff. Oh, it's funny because I think what brought me towards the near-death stuff. I mean, I think obviously when you lose somebody or you start getting up in age and you start dealing with mortality and stuff like that, you start to wonder about it. Like I only got like really like 40 more years to go, maybe. And that goes by quick.
Or 200 if you get the shot.
You
only get 200 more years of this chaos.
200. You're headed there no matter what.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be. It's just really. So I think that makes people kind of look into that stuff. I know.
Have you ever? Do you know anyone personally that has come out has come out of their body?
Come out of their body? What do you mean, like NDE
like they died? They died and they left. No. Okay.
No.
So my dad did during a surgery. My brother did when he got run over by a car. And I have this other friend, Esteban. He's a tattooer down in Miami, and it was right after he got hit. He was on his motorcycle, got hit by a city worker, and pinned him into a car and like ripped his leg off. And he told me that he died 3 times in the ambulance on the way to the hospital, to the point that he came out of the ambulance. He fell out of the ambulance when he died.
How? What do you mean? How does that? What do you mean? He fell out of the ambulance.
So he came out of his body.
Oh,
and
okay.
instead of traveling with his body, he was on the outside of the ambulance watching the ambulance go.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he said it happened to him 3 times, and I was just blown away by that. My brother, when he got run over by a car, he said that he got hit by the car, and all he remembers is running after his skateboard. He was on his skateboard. He got run over by a car in Margate. And he remembers freaking out, running over to go grab his skateboard because he was mad he got knocked off his skateboard. And when he got to his skateboard, he turned around, and there was all these people crowded around his body on the ground.
Wow.
That's wild.
Wild. And insane.
Yeah.
And then my dad, whenever it happened to him, he was in surgery, and he was in the room with the surgery, and he told them all the tools and all the stuff that happened and like the complication they had in there. And the doctor was like, Frank, that didn't happen. You didn't come out of your body. You're just dreaming that. And he's like, oh really? Well, this and this happened. And I was in the room, and the doctor was just like dumbfounded. Like, what? No.
I do remember this one thing when I was a little kid, though. Now it's weird because I never thought about it I guess I never thought about it in this way. But when I was little, I think I was like 5 or 4 or something, 5, and my family went over to like their friend's house, and I was playing with their son, the same age or whatever. We went outside. I came back with like a cut on my finger, right, that night, and then when we got home, as it progressed, that my legs started being bruised, like I started getting these bruises all over my legs, and
really.
Turns out something cut me, and I got completely my body just went nuts, and just I don't know if I died. My parents said that there's just bruising all over my legs, and I was having difficulty breathing, and I was just it said my legs were like blue.
No.
So they took me to they had a friend that was a doctor, had his own practice. So they rushed me over there. And it's funny because now that I think back, and I've always kind of had this image in my head of looking at my body laying on this doctor's table, on this table, right? But it's really weird because the way I see it framed in black. So it feels like I'm away from that area, but in a black room looking towards like a hole where I can see like the real world. Yeah, so and it feels like a memory. It happened so long ago, but it's weird because I have always pictured this in my head. I see myself laying on the
forgot it.
On the medical table. On the examination table.
And you never forgot it.
No, I never forgot it. It's always stayed in my head. Always that actual moment has always stuck with me. And now that I think about it, I'm like, could that have been,
It could have been.
Like I was out of it because I was in bad shape. He pumped me with penicillin, and instantly everything started clearing up. So it was some type of allergic reaction to something. But
you were checking out.
I guess maybe I was checking out. I don't know. But yeah, after you said that, I'm like, it's kind of wait, did I have something? I don't know. Maybe that was one. I don't know. Weird. Yeah.
Crazy, spooky stuff.
Crazy stuff. Wild.
Yeah. Well, that's been an hour, my friend. Do you want to close it with that?
Yeah, let's close it.
All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for listening or watching Anchors and Eagles. I'm Adam Facenda.
I'm Jeronimo Gomez.
And together we're Wild Stallions. Just kidding. Now, if you guys can give us a like, a share, follow us on Instagram, and if you guys want to talk about any certain topics or want to hear any certain topics, just hit us up at Instagram or comment on this podcast here alone. Guys, we thank you again. Good night. Until next time.